Hey there, Courtney Murphy, Denver Metro Realtor here to give you your April 2025 Denver real estate market update. So, the first thing we're going to hit today is home prices. If you looked at the title of the video, I said home prices down. So, let's dive into that. And actually, before we get started, I do want to remind you we're looking at March numbers since I won't have April numbers until next month. All right. So the median sales price at the end of March came in at $599,000. This was down 0.17% from the prior month, up 0.67% from March of 2024. So, man, that's not much of a jump up year over year and down from February. And I got to say, that usually doesn't happen this time of year. Usually, once January starts and people start looking into maybe we want to purchase a home this year, or maybe we want to sell our home, from then up until about midsummer, we always see month over month increases in sales price. So I was a little bit surprised to see that. And I say always as in, I've been a realtor for 10 years, and every year that I've been around, I see seasonal increases this time of year. In fact, I went back and I looked at my prior updates to just, see usually what the price increase looks like from February to March. 2024, we saw 3.48% increase that month. 2023 was 1.44% increase. 2022, this was a biggie, 9.02% increase from February to March. Wow. That's too much. That's not that healthy. 2021, 6.09% increase February to March. And in 2020, and this is when it all started to go nutso, right? We weren't quite really deep into it, but still, it was starting to happen, the pandemic. Even then, a 5.53% increase in sales price from February to March. So to see a decrease from February to March this year, what's going on? Well, my theory, because it does seem slow out there, I'll tell you that much. But my theory is that things are just everybody's a little bit nervous with the tariffs and the stock market and all that, and whether you love Trump or you hate him or whatever you think is going to happen, instability in markets just cause people to hold onto their money, not make big purchases. And so I do believe that right now that is what's contributing to people just holding off on buying homes. And sellers out there, we had a lot of homes coming on the market. Maybe they're not moving as quickly, but let's dive into those numbers. Let's just keep on going. We'll be hitting those numbers. Okay, now, so the number that I gave you for the median sales price, that include all homes, detached homes and attached homes. So I am going to break that down a little bit, especially since it does tell a little bit of an interesting story. So the median price in the Denver area in the month of March for a detached single-family home came in at $660,000. This was actually up from February, 2.48%. So despite the fact that we saw that the overall down number in detached homes, it was up. And it was up 2.72% over last year. So there's the culprit right there. We really saw some decreases in attached home prices, condos and townhomes. So the median sales price for an attached home in the month of March came in at $389,000. That was down 2.75% from February, down 6.27% year over year. So really, attached homes took a much greater hit. Detached homes, not looking too bad, fairly healthy, but those attached homes really coming down in sales price and affecting that overall drop that we saw in median sales price. All right. Inventory, we had 9,764 homes on the market at the end of March. This was up 14.15% from February and up 66.93% from March of last year. So home buyers are having more choices. And part of the reason our inventory went up is we had more listings come on the market than we had go under contract last month. We had 6,373 new listings on the market last month, and 4,641 homes went under contract. So sellers are outpacing buyers as far as more listings coming on the market than homes going under contract. Average days on the market right now in the Denver area is 48 days. Compare that to 39 days on the market last March. All right, a little bit of real estate news. 3 cities in the nation's top 15 strongest buyers markets are in Colorado. Colorado Springs came in at number 5. Boulder came in at number 10, and Denver came in at number 13 on that list. And that's just attributed to the growing housing inventory that we are seeing in the area. So, technically, we still are in a seller's market. We have just over 3 months worth of inventory. So technically that is considered a seller's market still, but compared to recent past and compared to the rest of the nation right now, buyers have a little bit more advantage, more choices. And one of the areas that buyers can get a really good deal, and I'm suggesting if you're wanting to buy a new home, I'm telling you, this is where you need to look. In February 2025, new build housing inventory in the Denver area hit a 15-year high. So what does that mean for you? You have more choices with new built homes. They're dropping prices. Prices are negotiable, and they're offering great interest rate incentives. And this isn't in the build from dirt. If you want to build from dirt, you can't get quite as good deals, but there's a lot of inventory sitting there. And that's where you can get some really great deals right now. And especially with interest rates high, it's the one place that you can really get a great rate. And if you're shopping for a new built home, definitely give me a call. It's one of my specialties. And I could have told you this stat without even looking at it. It didn't surprise me, in other words, because builders have been reaching out to me like crazy. So I'm well aware of some of those extra special deals that they're giving out, because I'll get emails that say, hey, we got this house over here that's the last one that we have at this great interest rate, marked down. We've taken $150,000 off the price. There's lots of good deals. So look at new built homes right now if you want to get a lower interest rate and have some negotiation power there. Home sellers, I keep seeing prices that are overinflated. We are not at the high. The high in the market for home prices was in spring of 2022. And I keep seeing homes that were purchased around that time going back on the market, and they're being marked up by 20% or more, and they've done nothing to the house. So I'm not sure where you're getting your information when you're pricing your homes sometimes, because I keep seeing this. And those are the houses that are sitting on the market. To sell right now, you gotta price your home right. And another thing you want to take into consideration is how your home is being marketed. If you're hiring a realtor, you need to talk to them about how they're marketing your home and see what their plan is. Another thing that I really focus on is video marketing of listings. Most realtors don't do any video marketing. And the fact of the matter is that the National Association of Realtors has come out and said that listings with video marketing get 4 times the inquiries than homes that don't, but only 9% of realtors use video to market. So make sure that you have a realtor that knows marketing and is using video in an aggressive way to get your home sold. Home buyers are shopping online from homes. You know that, I know that. Everybody's on Zillow, Realtor.com. They're shopping at home. So your home has got to have the best online presence and the most exposure possible. Again, my name is Courtney Murphy, Denver Venture Realtor. This is my April update of the Denver area. If you're planning to buy or sell, definitely give me a call. Let's chat, see if we're a good fit to work together. And man, enjoy this weather. It's sunny and beautiful today, and it's supposed to snow in 2 days. Gotta love April in Colorado. All right, thanks for joining me today. Closing this out here. I hope you have a super day, and we'll do another update next month.